Breaking news to the new Abject News Desk.
Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we have a very
Special
day, and today this is our new, what is it called? Like our sitcom, our new section of the channel.
telecast?
Telecast? I don't know, whatever, you guys decide. And this is called
Figuring Out Fitness.
Today's topic, and this is a series of videos that we're gonna make with questions that you guys ask on my Instagram or on the comments below. So if you guys, or email me at coaching@theabject.com. And if you guys have certain questions about fitness, nutrition, training, or medical school, you guys, or Great Games, you guys can ask below and we will answer those questions for you on this section of the week. So today's topic was brought to you guys by my Instagram, and it was the question about the Quarantine 15. Have you heard of the Quarantine 15?
I have.
What is it?
I don't know, it's a good question. I've heard of it, but I think both me and the viewers could use a better definition.
It's when you gain 15 pounds during this quarantine time. So everyone right now is stuck at home. You know, their exercise has been reduced. A lot of people have been stressed out, emotionally eating, and unfortunately, a lot of people have been gaining a lot of weight. And some people are on the road or already there at gaining 15 pounds during the time that we've been stuck here. I believe this is our 21st day of me and Joey stuck at home, and you know, lucky for us, we've kind of figured it out from the beginning. I mean, I'm on prep, so I've been able to lose weight, and then Joey over here, he's, and the reason why I even have him on the channel is because he is around this episode, because well, one, he's probably going to be in a lot of them later on, but the main reason also is because he has not gained any weight, and he's an individual that doesn't work out because of health reasons and injuries and everything else. So we're gonna dive into all the topics and pretty much figure out what is going on, why people are gaining weight, and what are the solutions behind that.
Gotcha. So, going back to the definition, is that something like the freshman 15? I'm not sure if I get it.
Yes, the freshman 15. So if you guys were in college, you guys could remember the freshman 15, where the first year you drink so much, you eat so much, you have no parent, guardian, like looking after you, so you gained a bunch of weight.
And that unlimited meal plan, though.
Remember Gator Dining?
Gator Dining.
Gator Dining, and that's
Whenever I said Gator Dining, I always thought about Gator Dune. Gator Dining.
Gator Dining. So a little backstory: Joey and I met back in college at the University of Florida. So that'll be another story. If you guys want to hear more about how we met and when we met, make sure you guys comment below so we can provide you guys that video for the next time. Anywho, so Quarantine 15, we kind of defined it. Now let's dive into it. What are the reasons why people are gaining that much weight? You know, like, why is it that the quarantine is causing this?
Good question. A lot of people are eating as an activity.
Guys, food is not an activity. Okay?
It is, but it doesn't have to be.
There are like eating challenges, but that's not, y'all, no, guys, come on. Anyway, a lot of people are stressed out, and you know, they feel very anxious, and like they just, you know, for comfort, they'll go and they'll eat a lot more food just because it, you know, releases those hormones that make you feel happier.
I mean, that's not even what it is for me. For me, I tend to keep my food at my house. I don't know how other people do it. Maybe they keep it like under the bridge or something. I keep my food at my house. I think you do the same.
Right.
So when I'm at my house, then me and my food are at the same location. I don't know if that's the same for you, but when I'm at my house...
Babe, we live in the same house.
Right. Still, I don't know. It could be, you know, different for you. Anyway, it could be different for you as well. Maybe you don't keep your food at your house, or maybe you're like us and you keep your food at your house. And when you're at your house, that means you and your food are in the same location.
Okay, get to the point.
I think they get my point.
Okay, perfect. Let's move on.
But when I'm out doing stuff, I don't have access to my food 24/7.
But you have, you have access. Like, I mean, you're out. Like, there's vending machines. There's,
that's not my food. That's not my food. That's
exactly. If you're at work, you know, a lot of people bring like cookies and donuts and different things. So.
But that's not all the time. I have 24/7 access to my food.
Okay, there we go. Okay, I see what you're saying.
The ones I bought for myself that I want to eat.
Okay. So a lot of people are, going and they're finding the solution of, boredom and stress, and they're eating more just because they have that 24-hour accessibility to food.
Yeah, why not? It's there.
Exactly. So, and then they're like, oh crap, like, well, I guess I'll just eat. Like, there's nothing else for me to do, and I'm just gonna like keep on eating from here. So that's one of the reasons why people are gaining weight. They're just overeating from what they used to do before, just because the food is readily accessible and they have nothing else to do. They're bored. Another reason why people are also gaining weight is because of their activity levels, and that comes down to NEAT, which is your non-exercise activity thermogenesis, which is the calories that you burn that are not based on exercise or sleeping. So things like, walking to your car, or, you're at work and you go to the bathroom, or, things like that. You go downstairs. At home, or even, okay, so for me, a really big example is the fact that I burn way more calories at the gym just because I go to the bathroom 3 to 4 different times, and the bathroom's downstairs, so I have to go literally like, and in here, like, all of my equipment is very close together, so I'm not taking as many steps, and I'm not, moving around so much weight or going to a different machine because everything is just so localized. So that's just one example. Other people, like, their activities are contained into their houses. So, their activity levels, their calories that they're burning naturally or just without thinking about it are not there. And they're not compensating for them. So instead, they're sitting down more, they're not like they're watching more Netflix or whatever, or they're just kind of staying put, or their distance of walking is not that. And one thing that he has been doing, where, like before, like as I said before, he doesn't really work out because of his injuries, and instead what he's been doing to compensate for the activities of him going to school or, walking to his car or whatever, what have you been doing?
Mostly just going on hikes with Stephanie and Froyo, walking on those instances.
And playing with Froyo and things like that. Things that, like, he's pretty much done more than he has in the past, quote unquote, with activity level, just because he needs to burn those extra calories just for, one, his health, and then just for the mobility of it. And once again, he has not gained any weight. Do you think there's another reason why people are also gaining weight?
Other than eating more and exercising less?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
yeah, and then that's another thing too. There's people that are in their goals right now and they're trying to lose weight, and then they're doing their training and they're like, oh my God, I'm not losing weight. Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm doing more, like, or I'm doing the same. I'm killing it at the gym. I'm doing so much cardio and I'm eating the same food. And, and that's what happens. Like, you're not doing the extra little bit of things which you were burning calories before on. So you kind of have to increase or decrease certain things in your life to be able to burn those extra calories so you can keep on seeing your results. So there's 3 main solutions to this. Number 1 is to decrease your calories. Number 2 is to do a bit more cardio or training. And number 3 is just to increase your NEAT. And, like doing more walks, doing more things, like literally standing up and going to the bathroom more often, so drink more water, things like that, just so that you can burn more calories.
So what are some ways that we can help people out? What are some tips you got for them, Steph? What's one of the things they can do?
So let's start with food. For food, guys, like, let's not stock up on junk food, things that are going to be easily accessible for you, like candies and cookies and chips, just because they're ones that, you're going to go back and go in, and even if you get 1 or 2, like, the calories are going to add up. So what are some examples of what you do, Joey?
So, I also have a different example of something completely else. Did you guys know that 4 standard Oreo cookies has about as many calories as most of you should be eating for a whole meal? So you think that's a snack? But that's a meal.
How many calories does it have?
I could be wrong. I could be having a measurement because I'm just going off the top of my head. But I'm pretty sure 2 cookies has 160 calories. So 4 cookies would be 320 calories. And that's like a meal's worth of calories right there. Especially with low activity levels.
Yeah, a single cookie has 53 calories.
60. Just
60.
Just 60.
Yes. So that's a lot of calories, guys. So once again, that's a meal, especially if you're eating the whole box. Imagine.
Yeah.
So Joey, tell us about like okay, for more of like a normal person that's not on prep and doesn't care to be on prep or lose weight or they just want to maintain and not gain the 15. What would you stock up your fridge with?
What would I stock my fridge up with?
Like how would you eat?
I like carrots as if you have to have like a snack food.
Yeah, I mean,
don't change your regular foods. Maybe
so eat regular food. So chicken, rice.
Yeah.
Turkey. Like add in things like that. What I would suggest is to pretty much like come up with a goal and say, okay, what do you want to do? Do you want to lean out? Do you want to maintain? Do you want to bulk? And then kind of figure out like what to do from there. So let's say your goal is to either one of those three, create a meal plan for yourself of foods that you're going to eat normally, and then in there just add in a few snacks that you can enjoy while you're watching TV, and then go for those lower calorie snacks such as you said, carrots. Popcorn's a really good one. There's like sugar-free Jello, things like that
Jello's a good one.
Yeah, things like that are not gonna make you like gain extra weight during this times, but it's still gonna be enjoyable and it's gonna pretty much satisfy that stressful situation.
Can we back up a step?
Yeah.
Something you hit on was make a meal plan, but I want to like touch on the fact of just meal prep your food.
Yeah.
Because advice that I think helps a lot of people is like if you're on like a meal plan already, what I would tell you to do before you have your cheat meal would be to have your meal prep done for the next couple days, because then you can go home and
you're already home.
I said normally if.
Oh, gotcha.
Which I guess you could still have a cheat meal now, you just order it in. But that's like, I'm saying just normal circumstances, right? So one of the reason why people will continue to eat is ease. Well, if you go home, say you have ice cream at home, you're normally pretty good about only having it once a week, but then you have your cheat meal, and now you have that craving, and the ice cream's sitting there like, I guess a little bit more ice cream won't hurt. That threshold's lower because you have that sweet tooth now. But if your food is already prepped, and it's ready to go, just pop it in the microwave. Now the threshold for eating that food is also really low.
It's already prepared.
It's already prepared, so you're more likely to just be like, well, it's not that hard for me to stay on my diet. I just have to put it in the microwave. Meal prep's already done. Versus if you're like kind of out of food, you just had a cheat meal, you got to go home and you have nothing to eat, good or bad. What's easier to get? Junk food, bad food. It takes more time to cook good food, prepare good food, access good food. Even if you go out to eat, it takes long. In general, if you want to go have a nice meal, you have to cook that, you're sitting wait. Versus you want to have a crappy food, whether it's fast food or just like treats or desserts or
it's
something, it's easier. So if you're hungry, it's easier to grab bad food unless your good food's already made. So too long didn't read. I would recommend people, before they have any kind of cheat meal or anything normally, just go ahead and have their next meals lined up for at least the next day.
Have your meals and make sure that you have, I'm going to summarize real quick. So have your meals already prepped. So like that you're not going and snacking on foods that you're not supposed to, because you're going to be full. So you're not going to want to snack on foods after that. And then making sure that you have the goals aligned. The next thing on the list is boredom. I hear it over and over and over and over again. It's like, hey Steph, I'm so bored. Right now, like I'm just gonna eat everything that and I hear this over and over and over and over again, like, Steph, I'm so bored, like I just can't stop eating. Like, what do I do? Like I gained so much weight because I'm so bored. Guys, standing in front of your fridge, it's not an activity. It's not an activity to take literally a stock of your whole fridge 20, 30 times a day. No, like get yourself entertained with something, like whether that be, I don't know, like
watching Stephanie's YouTube,
watching my YouTube, working out with my 30-day at-home program, like cooking up your meals to be prepped, cleaning the house. I don't care what you do, going on a walk, anything that's going to give you, some type of activity. But if you stay and put and you're kind of like fiddling your thumbs around, obviously you're going to be bored, and obviously you're going to be like, okay, I guess I need food. So get yourself together, get yourself with some activities, and stop blaming boredom for your weight gain. So what should you do? Okay, now you don't want to be bored, you want to have your activities. What should you do? And like with this one, it's like, you know, you can go on walks, you can stand more, you can, you know, go up and down the stairs at your apartment or your house. If you don't have stairs, like walk around your house, like literally make yourself little missions to move around. So, you know, every hour on the hour, do 50 sit-ups. Like at the end of this whole quarantine, you're gonna have a huge 6-pack. So, you know, reward yourself with that. But if you stay still and don't move, like, I feel like I've already been sitting in this chair for too long kind of situation. But, you know, like you just have to keep moving and you have to keep on exercising and, you know, set up a goal. If you can't exercise, for example, like Joey, do things that are lower impact that are going to help you burn a bit more calories. And if for some reason you cannot move at all and you're like, I can't, Steph, like it is what it is, then lower down your calories. And then kind of go from there. And then for you guys that are competitors or you people that want to really lose weight and see the results, and moving around is not really an option, do a bit more cardio. It's not gonna kill you. Like even if it's just steady state, if you have a stationary bike like I do, sometimes I'll just go on it for an extra okay, so for example, my cardio is supposed to be 60 minutes a day. Sometimes I do up to 2 hours just because, and you know, like the other, it's not that I'm actually doing hard, intense cardio. I'm literally just sitting there just biking as I play video games or watch TV.
She's trying to get the steps that she would get normally.
Exactly, or I'll go on a further walk with Froyo. Things that I don't really need to do on a normal basis, but in a normal basis, I'm literally going to the store every freaking 2 seconds. I am walking to the car, I'm moving around more, I'm sitting in the sauna, like all things that are like burning more calories and I just don't have accessibility to them now. So I have to compensate for those. And, you know, I'm seeing the results that I want and I'm moving forward. Anything, Chad?
Anything to add? I mean, you can take laps. Just throw on your headphones and some Netflix on the sidewalk.
There you go. There's or listen to a podcast. Anything. Like, just move, guys. Move. Stop. Like, you know, like, so here's the takeaway, guys. Okay? If you don't want to gain the weight, exercise or train more, lower down your calories, stop eating junk, and or just, you know, move around more. Things that you would do in the past, just kind of just move around more and don't count those as exercise. So just, you know, go up and down, go to the bathroom more often, whatever. So, any last thoughts? No? Well, thank you so much for joining me today on this episode of
Figuring Out
Fitness. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you guys want to see more, you guys want us to answer any other questions, make sure you guys comment below and we'll answer it for you. We do have the 30-day program available. We have had so many people sign up and already seeing results and not gaining weight, so and losing weight during this epidemic or pandemic. So if you guys are interested in getting your own diet made just for you and following a training program that you could do at home with minimal equipment, make sure you guys go ahead and check out the link below, and we will see you guys on the next one.
You'll see us on the next one. I will see you.